If you want to overcome your panic attacks, you have to know how to play the drums. Play the drums of your heart correctly, and you will heal your panic attacks. And what I mean by that is, if you know how to make your heart beat in a very coherent and a loving manner, then you are naturally going to overcome your panic attacks. Now, listen to me. If you want to completely overcome your panic attacks, and if you want your friends and family to stop worrying about you and compliment you on how you have changed as a person, on how your outlook on life has completely changed, and you want your ex-girlfriend or your ex-boyfriend and your competitors to regret that they ever messed with you and to be jealous that you are now thriving as a human being, then listen to me. Listen to this wonderful advice that I'm about to give to you. The universe is immaterial. It is spiritual and it is mental. Now, this is not just some advice. I'm sorry that I said that I was giving you advice, because it's not. It's a principle, it's a law. The universe is just an extension of your own mind. And if you change your state of consciousness, then your life, your personal reality must change. So, what you can actually try to prove me wrong, and if you do the things that I tell you to do in this video, and if you don't get the results, the desired results that you want out of your life, then I am going to stop making these videos. I promise you, I'm going to stop becoming a YouTuber. So what you have to first understand is there are 3 steps of meditation to change your state of consciousness. The first step is relaxation of your body. There are many different ways of relaxation. You can try yoga nidra meditation and so many other different types of yogic relaxation. But the thing is, I want you to do Om chanting, AUM, Om chanting, because it is going to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system of your body. It's going to put you as at ease and relaxation. It's going to prepare you for a deeper state of meditation. And I have personally known people, I have personally seen people who have just overcome, healed their panic attacks by simply chanting Om for 20 minutes a day, 2 times a day. They didn't even need to do the second and the third step of my meditation process. They just did the Om chanting and they healed. So just chant Om for 20 minutes a day before starting to do the second step and the third step of the meditation process. If you don't know how to chant Om correctly, I have a video on my YouTube channel on how to do it correctly. It's a 20 minutes video. You can chant along with me. So go there and start chanting Om right now. So after you chant Om, what you have to do is you start to visualize. You start to visualize an imaginary scenario. By the way, chanting of Om puts you at a very ease and relaxed state, so that your brain is naturally creative and it's very easy for you to visualize, because your brain is now producing alpha waves and theta waves, and whatever you're going to visualize is also going to get impressed in your subconscious mind. So it's amazing. So after you relax, you start to visualize a scenario where you are already the person that you desire to be, where you are already doing the things that you desire to do. You want to be a relaxed, happy, calm, empowered, joyful, grateful person. Start to imagine that you are already that person. How are you going to act? How are you going to walk? Start to visualize all of these in extreme detail. Are you going to go to certain places that you're not going right now? Are you going to taste coffee again? Because right now maybe you are avoiding stimulating agents. Are you going to date other people? Because right now maybe you cannot date because of a lot of mental pain. Start to see the person that you're dating. Start to smell them. Start to touch them. Start to kiss them. The more sensory vividness that you provide to your imagination act, the real, the more powerful that is going to become. So provide all sorts of sensory vividness to your imagination. The things that you can see, maybe you will go to new beaches, beach house, maybe you're going to go to mountains, maybe you're going to go to different wonderful scenarios. Start to hear people complimenting you on how you have changed. Start to say, wow, guys, you don't have to worry about me. I am completely healed. Start to say this in your imagination act. Start to feel people in your imagination act. Start to hug people. Start to taste amazing food. Start to smell amazing things. The more sensory vividness you provide to your imagination act, your mind starts to lose its differentiation ability to distinguish what an imagined act and what an experience that you have in this three-dimensional world. Use this property of your mind to your advantage. Start to completely immerse yourself into your imaginary act, and start to provide all sorts of sensory vividness to your imaginary act. That way, you are going to create neural networks inside of your brain. That neural network is going to reflect like that whatever you have imagined has already happened to you in your brain. Now, your brain starts to think that whatever you have imagined has already happened to you. Now, the third step is embracing the feelings of your imaginary act. It's very simple to do this, because you just have to completely immerse yourself into that imaginary act, and you just mentally rehearse the imaginary act over and over and over again. You do everything in the first person in your imaginary act. Start to see amazing things, start to feel amazing things, start to hear compliments, start to touch your touch the hair of the partner that you're dating. If you just mentally rehearse all of these things over and over again, then the neural networks start to become permanent. It's going to become set, it's going to become hard. And now those neural networks is going to send a rush of chemicals down your body. Now that chemicals is going to create feelings in your body. Those feelings are going to signal new genes in new ways, and suddenly you start to get healthier. Suddenly genes that are responsible for panic attacks start to get switched off, and genes that are responsible for good health starts to turn on, start to switch on. Now suddenly you're not going to get any more panic attacks. Now nothing will shake you. Now everything that you have imagined for your health, everything that you have been wanting for your health will happen. Now you'll finally overcome your panic attacks, and you will realize the changeless principle, which is imagination creates reality. When your imagination is coupled with feelings of elevated emotions, then whatever you have imagined naturally comes to life. But remember, you have to feel the emotions of your imagination, because imagination in and of itself is weak, it's impotent. But if you marry imagination with elevated emotions, then whatever you have imagined must come to life. This is the changeless law upon which everything in this world depends. So please do this. Please, please. We are all creators of our life. We do not have to be the victim of our life. We are all made in the image of God. The Bible even says that the kingdom of heaven lies inside of us. Every sort of happiness, every sort of glories lies inside of us. The Upanishads say Aham Brahmasmi, which literally means I am the source of creation. So please, please do this exercise over and over again, and you will overcome your panic attacks. The reason why I say to you to do this over and over again is because right now you have an attention span of a goldfish. All of us do. Our generation is so distracted by TikToks and YouTube shorts and instant gratifications and drugs and alcohol that our attention span is cooked. But if you just show up every day, and if you just chant Om, if you just visualize properly, if you just feel the emotions of your desired future correctly, you slowly develop your attention span longer and longer. It starts to become longer and longer. You can hold your attention on a particular mental imagery, on a particular imagination for an extended period of time, and you can sustain your elevated feelings, sustain your elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, happiness, empowerment for an extended period of time. The side effect of that is when you start to feel good, when you start to feel empowered and grateful, then you stop looking for your imagination to happen to you, because you're already feeling all of those powerful emotions. But even if you start to feel all of those emotions, the law must come to life. Imagination must create reality. So the side effect of you doing this exercise every day every day and showing up every day and doing this over and over and over again, is you start to feel all of these wonderful emotions. You stop looking for things to happen in your life, but it is still going to happen because it's a law. You cannot change this, you cannot deny this, you cannot defy this law. So please do this. Please, I beg you to improve your life. I found this law in 2021, and it has changed my mental health. So please do what I tell you to do. If you prove me wrong, I will stop making these videos. So I have made a ton of videos on how to overcome panic attacks, but if you still feel like you cannot do it alone, then I provide one-to-one online coaching. So message me on my Gmail or my Viber or my Telegram or my WhatsApp, and then we can get started right away. Remember, sky's the limit once you truly know how to relax correctly, imagine correctly, and feel the emotions of your desired future correctly. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.